Friends, we all know the story of Bennett, the unlucky orphan adventurer from Mondstadt. But is he actually from Mondstadt? Or does he just live there? Bennett the orphan was found as a baby deep in a ruin by an old adventurer and brought back to Mondstadt. Raised entirely by the Adventurers Guild, he considers the guild his family, especially Catherine and the veteran adventurers who mentored him. Bennett never knew his parents, and the mystery of his birth remains unsolved until now. Some speculate he may be tied to something greater due to his odd streak of fate and survival. Some may be correct in that regard. Hello, my amazing friends. This is Flobius. I'm here to tell you the truth behind Bennett. The truth starts at his character story number 2, which alludes to him being found in the flames. There was once a predicament of incomparable despair, a predicament that had all but swallowed an old adventurer. The scorching flames scalded his skin, the deafening thunder almost ruptured his eardrums, and the hollering winds threatened to rip his soul from his body. At the end of his hellish journey, what awaited him was a baby. The old adventurer thought he was the first living thing to pass through this arduous ordeal. But how could he explain that which lay before him? In that moment it hit him, and he believed it to be true. This baby must be a child abandoned by the world itself. Though there were no mighty artifacts, jewelry, or gold, the old man's face did not seem disappointed in the slightest, for he regarded this baby, whose life hung by a mere thread, to be his treasure. This child is what I was meant to find on this journey. He thought this as he took the baby into his arms. Even if what he was about to do opposed the will of the world itself, he was unafraid. And we know the rest. He brought that baby back to Mondstadt, and after passing, the Adventurers Guild took care of Bennett, raised Bennett, were fathers to Bennett. But let's travel back to a moment where Bennett was found. Scorching flames, deafening thunder, howling winds. Sound familiar? Doesn't sound like the Dawn Winery to me. To me, it sounds like Mare Jivari, specifically the part of Mare Jivari where the Bakunawa resides. The Bakunawa is modeled after the Filipino Mundabauer. I have a theory about the Bakunawa in another video. The adventurer who found Bennett said he was the first living thing to pass through this ordeal. Could the luck of being the first known survivor of that area be attributed to Bennett? Was Bennett so lucky at birth, so fortunate, that the Bakunawa, the one who devours moons, also, out of greed and envy and hunger, devoured his constellation? Is that why we see that constellation above the Mare Jivari? Bennett's been feeling lucky since he arrived in Natlan. Could reuniting with his constellation be why? Then, there's the instantaneous relationship with the Asha he meets upon arrival. Because when Bennett arrived at the Easy Breeze holiday resort, he wasn't expecting much. Just a few harmless activities, maybe a break from his usual string of cave-ins and monsterness. But then, he found his lucky color Lake Blue, and he met Asha, a flying mascot with a spray paint cannon and a wild sense of fun. At first, people thought this pairing made no sense. Bennett, the unluckiest adventurer in Teyvat, and Asha, the energetic symbol of the resort's perfect summer vibes. It shouldn't have worked. It shouldn't have worked, but somehow it did. Together, Bennett and Asha took on time trials, paint wars, and glider races. They ran, they tripped, they almost exploded. Okay, Bennett almost exploded. Twice. But every time, Asha kept bouncing back. And Bennett, he kept pushing forward. Some teams are built on strategy, others on skill, but Bennett and Asha, they're built on something better. Trust. In the end, Bennett didn't just find another challenge. He found something rarer. A friend who doesn't care how unlucky he is, because for once, Bennett's adventure team had 2 members. So here's the question. Why, of all people, is the Asha so attracted to Bennett? We know that Asha is a Monatu, and the Monatu are spirit creatures that replace the Seelie role in Natlan. So, is the Asha a spirit? Someone who has already left the physical plane? Does this spirit know Bennett? If so, how? My amazing friends, I've told you again and again that I am a mom, and as a mom, I can tell you that there is a certain enthusiasm and hope and joy in thinking about your child. By the way, he enthusiastically supports Bennett and cheers every time Bennett talks about his dads and how much they love him and they. I'd say this Asha is the spirit of Bennett's late father. Natlan is war-torn. We've learned in-game about the number of orphans displaced due to the rampant loss of life there. Perhaps Bennett was not abandoned by the world, but instead his parents died and left him behind. That could make Asha Bennett's father. Now, as far as Bennett not being able to tap into phlogiston, perhaps Bennett's father is from Natlan, but his mother isn't. Perhaps he's half Natlanese. And so, because he isn't full-blooded Natlan, he can't tap into the phlogiston the way others can. Now that he has his new Natlan outfit, we now have his Natlan side outfit and his Mondstadt side outfit. The 2 Bennetts come together as one. Throughout the quest, Traveler continues to find diary entries about an old adventuring teen. I'd say it's probably run by Bennett's parents themselves, the way those entries go on and on about a loving family and a new baby. This adventure team is a parallel to his current desire to form an adventure team of his own, one he seems to finally have, which I absolutely love for him. I love it. So, if Asha is Bennett's father, how does his mother come into play? We haven't seen hide nor hair of her yet. Perhaps she's the secret character who keeps following them everywhere they go. So there you have it, friends. Bennett is half Natlanese. His father is currently following him around enthusiastically in the form of a Monatu who can shoot paint. Will his mother come into play? Will Bennett get his constellation back and keep this good luck forever? I, for one, trust he will, because Tone Deaf Bard is on the case after all. Well, that is after he downs a case or 2 of wine, but that's another thing entirely. We're a day away from the next installment of the Summertime Splash Quest. I want to know what you think. Is this Bennett's father? Is he from Natlan? Let me know in the comments if you think Bennett's father is Asha. I have a couple of giveaways on hand, and so may the best comment win. As always, this is Phobius, your 8-bit mom, saying Bennett's from Natlan. Y'all are amazing. Play nice.